Welcome to Rocksolid Productions, where in this video we are going to check out the Vivibright F10 series portable projector. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Gary here with Rocksolid Productions. If this is your first time to the channel, before we get started, I just want to take a second to say thanks for stopping by and checking out what we're doing here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. As an independent creator right now, YouTube is making it really hard for smaller guys like me to go ahead and get an edge or just get ahead here on the platform. Do me a favor and other small independent content creators a favor. If you have a content creator that you like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, leave a comment on their video. That's the only way independent creators can get ahead against companies like Viacom, ABC, Disney, the Washington Post when doing independent content such as this. So today we have the Vivibright F10 series portable projector, and kind of a neat thing. It's something I've been getting into a lot lately. You guys can check out our last review of a projector that we had right up there. And basically what this allows you to do is connect a modern or a retro either gaming system or video source to be able to use portably and on the go. In years past, this would cost several $100s, not so much anymore. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it, we're gonna throw it on the bench, we're gonna unbox it. We actually have a screen now. We're gonna test out and see how it looks. Let's get started. So here we have the F10 series on the bench. Now, I didn't realize that there's an F10, there's also an F10 UP. Not sure what the difference between the two are. So it is advertising right on the box, 1280 by 720 basic pixels. Please note, I contact your dealer immediately. I'm just letting you know if something's missing to give your dealer a call. So here's what's a little confusing is you saw where it said 720, but here it says original and native, full HD ready, 1920 by 1080. I know what that 720 is all about. Stereo, 100K to 1 contrast and color, cinema and multimedia, AC distance of 10 meters. Oh, RC, I guess it's supposed to be for the remote control. Diagonal 120-inch max image. And again, just a look at the back. We'll take a look at the connectors and everything. Looking here at the packaging contents, Vivibright F10 projector, DC power type, 19 volt, 19 volt, 4 amp, duh. Remote control without battery. Vivbright quick operation guide is all in there. And then just has the product information on the bottom, nothing too big there. Let's get this open. Nice bubble wrapping on here, small as well. Oh, let's take a look here at the projector itself. It's actually nice and small. We're gonna set the accessories aside for just a second. So you have basic key inputs here, adjustment for your focus and whatnot up top. Looks like that's just a, just a press-in lens cap there. On the back, you have USB 1 HDMI, infrared remote right there. Now on this side, headphone jack, so you can go from here into like a sound bar or something along those lines. It does have a little foot stand right there, so you can prop it up. In addition to the foot stand or the pedestal, there is also looks like a threaded base right there. And that really looks to be about it for the projector part of it. And then you also get your manual. Happy, not happy, there's a service card included with it. Remote control, power cord, and an AC power brick. Now I do wish this was just built in here and that you just plug that in. Not as convenient to use this as just having a straight power supply into the unit itself. Now I realize I'm weird that I actually have tripods and stuff, but I do want to see if this will just thread right in, because if it does, and it does, oh, that's gonna make it super easy for me to use this, because I can just use another spare tripod mount or something like that that I have to go ahead and mount this to get a good shot on the screen that I'm going to use. So let's go test this out. So obviously not a room I normally film in, and I apologize if you guys hear the interstate off of that way, but we have our screen set up here. I actually ordered this. These were dirt cheap. This was like $13 on eBay. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna turn off the light. We're gonna turn on the projector. Let's go through the setup and let's see how it looks. I have my switch hooked up right now along with my Genesis Mini. I wanna see what this looks like. All right, we gotta take a second just to kind of aim everything here. So here we have our Genesis Mini fired up. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, pretty sharp, pretty in focus. At the top, kind of blurry. I'm hoping that that shows up here. Now let's also check out the volume. Now, it's not going to blow your socks off, but it's decent, it's respectable. So we are going to dive in one of the games that we always use to test things like this, and we test this for lag, latency, delay, and that's Street Fighter. Now, I am using the Retrobit wireless controller, the 2.4 gigahertz one, for the Genesis Mini. How did I know it was going to be Chun-Li? Just tried to pull the dragon uppercut off there and I couldn't do it. There we go. Oh, she threw me to the ground. Caught her. And she caught me. All right, let's go back to the main menu there. It was okay. I did feel some lag and latency there, so I'm not thinking that it has a games mode as as we're used to it. It's Earthworm Jim. And where an EWJ, I'll really kind of be able to tell that is when I get to the tires to be able to jump up. Colors and everything, actually this looks pretty decent. I mean, for a projector, the colors are pretty vibrant. I will say too, I wish I would have had this screen for my last projector test. On a gray wall, it does make a difference. See, I was able to jump up there, and normally if there's latency, that's one of the areas where I generally have an issue. Okay, now here's the biggest one. If I can get up here, then we should be okay. No issue. That's pretty good. Now, one thing I'm going to do now, I've got the controller. I'm going to set this one down. We are using the TTX Tech 3-in-1 USB-C or the HDMI splitter. Generally speaking, if you power on your new device, it should automatically switch to the new input. So let's see what we got. There's our switch. I've been playing so much Horizon Chase Turbo lately. Such a fun and great game altogether. So the reason I had to use that 3-in-1 HDMI switch, this only has one HDMI port on it. Kind of a bummer. Now here the colors look a little bit softer to me, not quite as rich. But now let's see if that's something we can't tweak in the settings. Color temperature medium, warm, user, there's cool. Medium. I don't see much of a difference between medium and warm, and then you can adjust it yourself. California, nope, we've already completed that one. We'll go to Chile. Oh, spun the tires on the start. Oh, turned in just a bit early. Little lift halfway through that corner. Now, one thing I will say that I noticed is down the middle, I've got a bit of a wrinkle in the screen. So that is something that you want to make sure that you have as smooth as possible. It's not terrible, but I do notice it. If you are a fan of the old school like Outrun in the arcades or on either the Genesis or the Master System, this would be right up your alley. There we go, we managed to win that one. Let's play some Donkey Kong 3. Got past the first level on Donkey Kong 3 on the Famicom online service. Before we wrap things up, one last thing we're gonna do is I do want to connect a Chromecast and see how just normal video looks as well, because gaming is one thing, but I mean the one thing about projectors is it's about watching content too. Now this Chromecast here is a first generation Chromecast, so it doesn't have the best results possibly. So here we have YouTube. There's Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Oh, let's see what the boys over at Gaming Off the Grid have got to say here. Oh my God, what the hell happened to his beard?
Disney's new streaming service, Disney Plus.
Okay, I can't, no, hold on here. What the hell? Such a baby. Let's wrap it up. So what do I think of the Vivibright F10 projector? Well, it's got some neat features to it. The speakers are really good. I was actually surprised at how loud this was. I was a little bit surprised at the fact that I could never quite get it in focus. Either the top was in focus and the bottom was a little blurry, or vice versa. It was really a balancing act there that I could never get quite right. I do wish that it had a second HDMI port on here. Now, the folks over at TTX Tech do have a 1 in, 3 out, or 1 out, 3 in. It is a HDMI switch box where basically you can put 3 HDMI components into one spot. So, and that's actually what we used on here, and it worked perfectly. The little stand on here is nice if you're just going to set it on a desk or a table or something along those lines, but I really did appreciate the fact that it had the mounting tab underneath here so I could use one of the extra feet for my camera pedestals to set this on and make it work. Pretty user-friendly, pretty simple and straightforward. The colors were okay. I hope that turned it. One of the problems with shooting something like this, guerrilla style, using a camera, is what I see isn't what the camera captures, unfortunately. So you kind of have to take my word on it. The cameras, or the colors were a little bit fainter on some things than I would have liked, but like when I was playing Horizon Chase Turbo, I kind of played around with the settings. It did get better. So that is something that you can go ahead and fine tune and tweak on here. The one thing I did think that was weird was the first couple times I went to go ahead and kind of adjust this, I put my hand on this side and I was adjusting the focus here. It actually shut off 2 or 3 times, which I was not expecting. The fan's a little bit on the loud side, but at this price, you're not going to get, you know, exactly the most efficient, quietest sort of setup out there. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. If you do have any other comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at rocksolidstudios, Facebook at facebook.com/rocksolidproductions, and on Instagram at instagram.com/rocksolidproductionsgk. Now, if you do want to pick one of these up, we will have a link down below on our pinned post that will take you right to the product page with our affiliate link. Now, there's no discounts or anything like that associated with it, but if you do go ahead and order it through that link, it does actually help support the channel. And if you do want to help support the channel, there is a couple other ways you can do that too. First and foremost, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get early access to all of our content, exclusive content from me, and a whole lot more. You can also head on over to our Teespring store where we've got Rock Solid Production swag with t-shirts, sweatshirts, and a whole lot more. Now, if you are looking for some great gaming accessories as well, make sure you head on over to castlemaniagames.com using the link again below in the pinned post. One of the cool things that Ryan has over there is what's called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you save on future purchases. And the nice thing about Castle Cash, it's treated just like cash. So on some promos and whatnot, it may be, you know, the promo is deactivated. Castle Cash works on everything. Speaking of promos, use promo code ROCKSOLID10 and you can save 10% off of most items on the site. And you can combine Castle Cash with that promo code, which is kind of nice too. And like I mentioned at the top of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That really helps us here against the algorithm to let YouTube know that you like what we're doing. This is a fun little gadget. I like the fact that I have it. We are definitely going to be doing some, at conventions. We're going to bring this with us. We're going to be playing there in a booth. If we go, we're going to set up a drive-in basically in our front yard next year. We're going to hook it up to our soundbar and everything. Oh, this thing is going to sound awesome. My name is Gary. This has been Rock Solid Productions. I appreciate you watching. I really hope to see you soon.